everybody back on defense. Summer Smith. Good! And here comes the rail. They launch the shot at the buzzer, no good. Weslaco wins. Weslaco wins. Unbelievable. Unbelievable performance by Weslaco tonight. And Weslaco hangs on to win by 4. Unbelievable.
And good evening. We are on K-West tonight from Weslaco. It is going to be district action in 32-6A. It's going to be the Lady Panthers hosting. They are 22-6 overall, 0-1 in district play. And their guest tonight is the Los Fresnos Lady Falcons. They are 21-5 overall, 1-0 in conference play. They defeated Brownsville Rivera last Friday, 62-40, while it was the Lady Panthers losing at Harlingen, 55-42. And Los Fresnos has the ball and a quick turnover as they tried to work the ball down low. Senior point guard Olivia Pata, she averages 13 points a game, and she tried to get it down low, and she threw it away. So a quick turnover. Don't know if that's going to be a good sign for Weslaco of things to come. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, their point guard, Remy Medina, she is a junior, number 11. They're going to try to get the ball down low, and that time they tried to get the ball, I believe, to Alyssa Delgado. It goes out of bounds, and it was knocked out by Shiloh Jones. She's a tall girl, a forward, a junior, number 5. She's 6'10", so they have some size out there. And we just talked about Shiloh. I believe she blocked that shot taken by Delgado. But Weslaco keeps the ball. They've got their white uniforms with the purple numerals, and they will try to do what they can here tonight, get off to a good start. They actually led in Harlingen early on before being outscored 32-10 in the second half, and that was their downfall. And there goes a shot up and banked off the glass. Nice job that time by Isabel Magalines. And she's just a sophomore guard. She actually had a good first half against Harlingen. So her 3 points put the Lady Panthers up quickly 3-0. But Los Fresnos will try to counter. And it's Jessie Teresa Brisky, a guard. She misses the shot, but they rebound. And in the lane, it's put up. It's no good, and there is a whistle. And that was the point guard we talked about, Olivia Pata. Of course, Alina Tega. She's a senior, number 34, a forward. She's 5'11", and she's averaging 19 points a game. Now, that was the first foul of the game, 6:45 remaining in the first quarter, and that is no good. And again, we'll see if if the Lady Falcons can get their first points. The last foul, by the way, was against number 21, Morgan Peralez. She is the big forward for the Lady Panthers. I remember watching her last time I did a game a couple years ago as a sophomore, and she's a big force underneath, averaging about 14 points a game. That shot missed, but rebound put up and in. Remy Medina gets it, 2 more points after the second free throw was made for the Lady Falcons. Weslaco now ahead 5-1, and if we didn't mention it before, it was Peralez with that foul. Ball is passed around. Both these teams will do different kinds of defenses. And losing the ball again, second time, is the point guard, Pata, and up the other way. Shot put up, no good. Rebounded by that tall senior we talked about, Aileen Ortega. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be possession of Los Fresnos. Dropping back on defense is Weslaco. They will apply no pressure. Dropping back in a 1-2-2 zone. With the ball, we saw Marza Ortega, number 1, a guard. Another one of the starters. We hadn't mentioned her yet. And that ball, a miss on the shot by Shiloh Jones, rebounded by Medina, and back come the Lady Panthers. Madeline Smith had it for a moment there. She's number 1, a guard, a senior. And that shot put up and in. Isabel hits it, and she already has a couple of baskets, a couple of three-pointers. So it is now 8-1 with 5:22 remaining here in the first quarter. Again, we see the defense trying to jam up the middle. Some tall girls, of course, we mentioned for Los Fresnos, trying to make sure they don't get any easy baskets as they play that zone. And the ball is tipped away and stolen. Nice job out there by Peralez. And back up the court, we saw Delgado with it, and she'll send it around. Isabel has it for a moment. Now back over to Medina. And we will see Weslaco working against his zone, and it's stolen. Stolen that time, and missing the shot is Los Fresnos. And then a couple attempts, and the second one is good by Olivia Parra. Brisky missed a couple attempts, but finally put in. And so it's now 8-3 with 4:18 remaining here in the first quarter. Ball down low. It goes in, and it's going to be a foul. 3-point attempt coming up. Nice job inside by Peralez, playing the post and getting the basket. And we see the foul is going to be the first of the night against Los Fresnos. And it's against, let's see, number 5, Shiloh Jones. Free throw attempt missed. There's going to be a jump ball coming up. And that, we'll see who has possession. Fight for it underneath that time. It was between Delgado and Dakota Martinez. And the arrow points toward Weslaco, so they will inbound it. And the ball is out of the reach of Madeline Smith. And going coast to coast to get the basket, the layup, is Olivia Parra. So it's now 10-5, the Panthers lead. Under 4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Again, Griselda Fino, the coach for the Lady Panthers, has about 450 wins. I was here a couple years ago when she got her 400th win. Another turnover, ball back over to Los Fresnos. A collision and a whistle. Ball will go out of bounds to Los Fresnos. They're about to make a substitution. Coming in is Aline Ortega. Going off is Shiloh Jones. So they'll just keep one of their big starters out there right now. And with the ball is Olivia Parra, the point guard. She passes it off for a moment and then back to her. And now the shot goes up and is no good. Is missed that time. It was taken by Jessie Teresa Brisky. That's all one word, by the way, the first name, Jessie Teresa. Ball will go out of bounds at the other end. And coming in right now is Ali Tobar, a senior. She will see her first action of the night for Los Fresnos. And going off is Brisky. So Weslaco will inbound the ball. Ball is on top right now and goes in. Shot taken. Isabel Magdalenas. And it's now 13-5. Ball worked around the perimeter. Driving the baseline, now outside. Basket attempt, no good by Ortega. But a ball rebounded. And going up court with it is number 13, Olivia Parra, and there is a whistle. So there'll be a foul. And that's going to be the fourth foul against the Lady Panthers. And it will be the second personal foul against the senior Madeline Smith, the guard. Non-shooting foul being bounded under Los Fresnos ball to our right. And the ball is put up, no good that time. It was Martinez, still in the possession of Los Fresnos. Alex Lucio, their coach. He had been an assistant with the boys, second year as the girls coach. Says his brothers are head coach of boys at St. Joe's and Hannah. Ball knocked out of bounds by Weslaco. I believe that was Amberly Rodriguez. Forward. Los Fresnos will put it in. Whistle. And ball will go back over to Weslaco. They will bring it up court. Dropping back is Los Fresnos. People yelling defense. Some of the people supporting Los Fresnos. Triple team. Ball inside and goes through the hands of Rodriguez. At the other end, ball put up off the glass. No good. No good by Ortega. Finally, in the possession of Weslaco. Ball brought into the front court. Medina. Ball tipped away as the pass was tried to be sent down under. It was tipped away by Tobar, but a shot then put up by Weslaco, no good. And once again, Los Fresnos on the attack. Maritza Ortega, number one, setting things up. Gets it down low, and ball up and in. Nice job there. Ball went over to Ortega, and she got it into Tobar, who was driving from the left side and laid it in. 13-7 is the score, under a minute remaining here in the opening quarter. Rodriguez with the ball to Medina. Going around the perimeter. Isabel had it. And now we have a whistle. Going to be a foul against Los Fresnos. And that foul will be against Ortega, her first. Coming into the game now is Alyssa Delgado, a forward, number 4. Amberly Rodriguez goes off. Weslaco inbounds it. Panthers been in control so far. Madeline Smith, one player with 2 fouls so far for Weslaco, but she's in there. Coming down to the final 30 seconds. And that ball put up no good by Isabel, and back on the attack. Here comes Los Fresnos in the corner, and it's stolen. Attempted pass by Topar is stolen. And back comes Weslaco, and shot missed by Alyssa Delgado. Down court, it's stolen again, or at least knocked out of bounds. Pass was intended for Tobar. Knocked out by Medina. Just 2.4 seconds remaining. So far, Weslaco with 4 team fouls. Just 2 against Los Fresnos. Underneath the basket, Ortega will inbound the ball, and she gets it up now. And before they can get a shot, the whistle blows. And that is the end of the first quarter. Lady Panthers of Weslaco over Los Fresnos, and the Lady Falcons 13-7. This is a K-West production.
Let's go!
First quarter you got to like if you're a Weslaco fan, but you got to get 4 quarters out of it. So let's see if this is the start of something good. And we are getting ready to begin the second quarter. Lady Panthers up right now by 6, 13-7. The Weslaco boys lost earlier this evening. They lost by 5 to Edinburgh North. It was the final non-district game for the boys. They'll begin their district schedule on Friday against Brownsville Rivera. And there is a turnover. Remember, I think that's how the game started out for the Lady Falcons. In the first quarter, they turned it over. And right there, a turnover by Shiloh Jones. She had been on the bench for a while. She's back in. We mentioned she's a 6-foot forward. We saw, what, a 6'10" guy in the first game for Edinburgh North. Gonzalez. Now we see another very tall young lady. And that ball goes out of bounds. Going to remain possession of Weslaco. That young man, by the way, we were talking about, Eddie Gonzalez. So the ball is in, and we'll see what goes here. Shot put up, no good. And that was by Isabel. She's already closing in like 10 points, and she misses that shot. Maganales at the other end. Ball is stolen. A nice job by Madeline Smith. So Weslaco on the attack, driving down and missing the shot, getting the rebound is Medina. Now back out with it. Ball dropped off underneath. Up and a foul. Alyssa Delgado did not get the shot, the forward, but she was fouled. Will be going to the foul line. That is going to be, I believe, the third team foul against the Lady Falcons. And that will be the first against Olivia Pata. First free throw, no good. Second attempt coming up. Unfortunately, trying to go between games and get everything set up, I did not get to talk to the officials about who is officiating tonight, possibly be able to do it at halftime. So both free throws are missed. And rebound comes down to Shiloh Jones. Up court with the ball, Olivia Parra, the point guard. Cross court to Maritza Ortega. A couple Ortegas on this roster. Also Aline Ortega. Not sure of their relationship. 13-7 is the score. 6:41 remaining here in the first half. And that shot missed. Layup spins in and out for Parra. Quickly, Weslaco comes down court. Low post left side. Jumper no good for Madeline Smith. And with the rebound, here comes Maritza Ortega. Shot from the right wing off the side of the rim. No good. Olivia Pata, the other end. No good on that shot, but a foul. Magallanes put it up, Isabel. And she will go to the line. First free throw is good. Second attempt coming. Very good outside shooter. I think she's hit 2 or 3 three-pointers already. Second shot off the back of the rim, and it's rebounded by Ortega, Aline Ortega. And up the court comes Tobar, Ali Tobar. Tobar tries to find Ortega down low. She's triple-teamed, and there's going to be a foul. Ortega, as we mentioned, averaging about 19 points a game, so you definitely want to have some defense on her. 14-7 the score, about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And that's going to be the second foul against Morgan Perales. Of course, she is important to this team. Averages about 14 points a game, very strong down low. First free throw, no good. So a couple girls have 2 fouls for Panthers. Also Madeline Smith. Both free throws missed. Score remains 14-7. Smith got the ball. Being passed around the perimeter. Long shot, no good. Quickly down in transition comes Los Fresnos. They'll slow it up as the ball goes back to Tobar. And there's a foul. All right. Ball will be out of bounds, a non-shooting foul. It'll be against the Lady Panthers. Remy Medina. It's going to be her first, but the team's sixth. So, bonus situation here. First attempt put up no good. Second layup is good by Shiloh Jones. And there is a whistle. Going to be going for the three-point play as the Panthers now lead 14-9. 5:20 remaining here in the first half. Shiloh Jones puts it up. But then we see Ortega's open, and Aline Ortega puts it up and in. Triple teaming another girl, left her open, and she capitalized. 17-12 the score, 4:26 remaining. Magalinas, big night for her shooting. She's not afraid to take the shot. We heard that she was good at doing it. That long shot, no good, I believe, taken by Tobar. Back up the court, or excuse me, Tobar had it, didn't take the shot. At that time, I believe it was Tobar, so I was just a little bit early there. Tobar does make the three-point shot, and it's now 17-15. Los Fresnos comes within two. Down low goes the ball. And it's going to be traveling, I believe. Trying to get that basket. We saw down low Morgan Peralez. She's not really been a factor offensively yet, and I think she's getting a little frustrated and worked a little too hard trying that time and got called for traveling. That time, ball is tipped, and Morgan, I believe, gets it. She does, and now we'll bring it up court. Her teammates have it. And I believe, palming the ball handling violation. So it's going to be back over to Los Fresnos. Couple trips up court for Weslaco, and they've been turning the ball over. That's not a good sign. And now the score is 17-15, as we mentioned, approaching 3 minutes remaining. And there is a turnover, this time in favor of Weslaco. Isabel got that pass and stole it. Now let's see if she'll try to score this time. No, she's going to hand it out, and they'll try to set something up. Under 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. It's been Weslaco all the way so far. Ball tipped away as Isabel tried to pass it inside. Now coming down the court is Ortega. Off-balance shot on the baseline, no good by Maritza. So back with the ball is the Lady Panthers. Isabel hits it again. She's having a big night. Well into double digits. She might have 20 before we get to halftime. We'll check the book down there, the scorer's book, when we get to halftime. By the way, the score is now 20-15. Weslaco. Last shot missed by Olivia Pata. Weslaco gets it down low. And there's a whistle. Ball going to go over to Los Fresnos. And there's going to be timeout on the court. So 2:11 remaining here at Weslaco until halftime. Lady Panthers over the Lady Falcons, 20-15. And we talked with the Los Fresnos coach, Alex Lucio, before the game, and talked about all the coaching tree in his family. A couple brothers, head coaches of boys at St. Joe and Hannah. And of course, he had been with the boys program for a while before becoming the head coach here at Los Fresnos. I believe he might have been over at Brownsville Hannah coaching boys. But one thing, of course, I think is common of a lot of people down here, a lot of times, I'll talk some football with the coaches. And, yeah, he's a Cowboys fan. All right. So we talked a little football too. But nice young man. Enjoyed the time talking with him before the game tonight. And doing a great job. 21-5 so far. 20-5 in non-district. 1-0 so far in district, as we mentioned, as they beat Brownsville Rivera the other night. So Lady Falcons will bring it in. And we'll see if they try to trap at half court. They do. Now the ball will be given down low. And a turnaround shot is not made that time by Aileen Ortega, but there's going to be a foul. And the foul this time is going to be, let's see. Yep, a player that just came in. Andrea Arredondo, a freshman guard, number 5, seeing her first action and quickly picks up a foul. That's going to be the 8th foul. And now it's 2016. Panthers. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Panthers trying to set something up, taking their time, working around the perimeter, and they do get a young lady open underneath. Cutting to the basket and laying it in was Alyssa Delgado. They were patient, passing the ball around perimeter, that is, broke the zone. Delgado got down low and made the layup. All right. Also, we see a 1-2-2 zone right now for Weslaco. Now they move up, putting on a little more pressure. 22-16 the score. Panthers by 6. Their lead was dwindled down to 2 here. And this time driving in a blocking foul as we saw Olivia Parra move her way toward the basket. She will go to the line. And that foul against Arredondo. She's only been in there a couple minutes and already picked up 2 fouls. First free throw is good. Andrea, we're talking about. A couple Arredondos on this team. There's also a Bella Arredondo. She's a senior. We haven't seen her in yet. Coming into the game right now, Dakota Martinez. And she replaces Shiloh Jones for Los Fresnos. Second free throw, no good. And a rebound on that play by Medina. Ball down low goes out of bounds. Will still be in possession of Weslaco. Medina will try to get it in bounds. Does. Open shooter. Misses it. Air ball. Taken from the right side. I believe that was Madeline Smith. Quickly down court. Here comes Los Fresnos. Laid up and in. Moving the ball down quickly and taking it all the way was Olivia Parra, the point guard. 22-19. Approaching 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. The lead belongs to the home team, and that time the ball is banked in by Alyssa Delgado. So it's 24-19. 20 seconds remaining. We'll see if Los Fresnos goes for the final shot. They have the ball outside, trying to work the ball. Maybe see if someone will cut in. Just making time go down is the point guard Ortega. Now will hand it off and driving in the lane. It is Parra. And she's fouled with under a second remaining. 0.9 remain on the clock, talking about ball possession and not wanting to take the shot until the last second. They literally did it under the last second. 0.9 remaining, and that is also going to be the 3rd foul against Madeline Smith. She played well with those fouls. She had 2 fouls for quite a while. And the double bonus now is Los Fresnos. 24-19 the score. And this will be it, whatever happens at the free throw line. It's good. No way that we'll see the home team get another shot. Not enough time remaining. So we have played one half of ball here at Weslaco. The home team, the Lady Panthers, this 32-6A matchup. Lady Panthers are leading the Lady Falcons of Los Fresnos 24-20. We'll be back with second half action for the gentleman streaming this tonight, handling the production, Adrian De Leon and Vinny Barry, our videographer. I'm Scott Harrison. Take a break, and we'll have an exciting second half for sure. This is a K-West production.
They want everybody back on defense. Summer Smith. Good! And here comes the rail. They launched the shot at the buzzer, no good. Weslaco wins. Weslaco wins. Unbelievable performance by Weslaco tonight. And Weslaco hangs on to win by 4. Unbelievable.
And good evening, a K-West production. We are with you this evening at Weslaco. It's the beginning of the home season of district action for the Lady Panthers of Weslaco, and they are playing 32-6A opponent Los Fresnos. Lady Panthers are leading as we begin the third quarter, 24-20. We'll give you some of the statistics of the first half as we get an opportunity. I'm Scott Harrison. Glad you're all aboard. And this time, Weslaco in their white and purple uniforms are working toward the goal on our right side. And again, they have really led the whole way, but their lead did shrink to 2 at one point in the second quarter. We'll see if they can come out on a strong run. And speaking of runs, Isabel Magarinas, she has really had a big first half, and we'll tell you about that in a moment. Again, Weslaco taking their time. They've had the ball for about 40 seconds. Finally get it down low to Parales, who has really struggled getting points. Morgan only about 2 points in the first half. And again, it's been a tough one for her. I think actually 3 total. She had 1 basket and, no, just 2 points. Yeah, she was 0 for 1 from the foul line. So Morgan, who normally averages about 14 points a game, has been held in check so far. Now we see if Los Fresnos on their first possession can score, and if they get a 3-pointer, it would be just a 1-point lead. But let's see, they're taking their time. Olivia Pata, the point guard, has it, and she had 8 points in the first half. She was 3 of 6 also from the foul line. Some of the people, some problems shooting free throws. We did see a few misses. And again, we're 90 seconds in, and this is only the second offensive possession of the game. Each team with 1. So being very specific of what they're trying to do. So far, just keep it on the outside. Haven't had anybody cut in against this defense. And this time, Pata goes in there and misses. Weslaco will see what they can do. They have the ball on their second possession. We've played 2 minutes, and this is only the second offensive possession for Weslaco. They get it down low. Parales spins around, tries to get it over their big player, Aline Ortega. And there's going to be a foul. Ortega, she only had, I think, about 3 points in the first half. She was 1 for 2 from the free throw line. And now Parales will get her first point here of the second half. And by the way, as far as fouls, Aline gets her first, and that is the first team foul for either side here in the second half with 5:48 remaining. Both free throws are good, so it's back to a 5-point lead, 25-20 for Weslaco. And now we see that Morgan has a total of 4 points. Down low, working the ball fast and getting the ball turned over. It looked like on that particular play, Shiloh Jones took some steps. So Weslaco will get it back, leading 26-20. And we were talking about one of their players having a good first half, Isabel. And again, a foul at the other end. Isabel, she was 5 of 6 from three-point range. 15 points on three-point shots and 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Excuse me, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Okay, 5 of 6 three-point shooting, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. She had a total of 16 points. Now another foul, and this one is going to be against Shiloh Jones. Shiloh Jones came into the second half as the only player with as many as 2 fouls for the visitors. And this time Morgan hits 1 of 2 free throws, and that was the third foul, obviously, against Shiloh. And hitting one of those 2 free throws by Morgan Peralez, it's now 27-20, 5:19 remaining here in the third quarter. But there's a foul at the other end against Weslaco, and that particular foul is going to be against Alyssa Delgado. She had 4 points in the first half, but was 0 for 2 from the foul line. And going to the foul line right now is the young lady we've been talking about, Aline Ortega, and she now is, I believe, 2 of 4 from the foul line after going 1 for 2 that time. And it's now a 27-21 lead for Weslaco, 3 minutes into the third quarter. And Morgan scores underneath, and she's been starting to now heat it up. Again, only a couple points in the first half, and has, close to about 4 here in the second half. So just about at least doubled what she scored in the first half, and always need her influence and her abilities underneath with the ball. Right now, ball goes off the knee, off the foot, I should say, of Ortega. And we see now, and that was Maritza Ortega, by the way, the ball is back to Weslaco. And driving down the lane and missing the layup that time is Peralez. But again, seeing her active. I have nothing against that shot. It was high percentage. She missed it that time, but she needs to be making the shots like that, or trying them at least to make them. Because at the other end, you see Aline Ortega, her counterpart. She's going to go to the hoop too, and she just made 2. So it's now 29-23. We'll have to see if both Morgan and Aline Ortega and Morgan Peralez are going to be both very active as post players for their teams in the second half. That may be part of the strategy now for both teams. 29-23, midway here through the third quarter. Morgan this time dishes it off, and we see going up for the shot. We'll see who that is in a moment. Yeah, that's who I thought it was. It's Alyssa Delgado. She's fouled, so she'll go to the line. But they're starting to play a little more aggressive on defense against Morgan, and that allowed Alyssa to be free, and the only way to stop her from a sure layup was to foul her. Still gets the free throw, and by the way, that foul is against Olivia Parra. That is her second. We told you about Shiloh Jones having 3 fouls. She has just come off the court, and she's one of the big girls for the visitors. She's the tallest girl on the court, I believe, maybe, at least for her team. 6 foot. Not sure exactly what Morgan's height is. Second shot goes up, and it is good that time for Alyssa. Remember, she was 0 for 2 from the free throw line in the first half, so having more success this time. 31-23 the score. 3:38 remaining in the third quarter. Turnaround jumper, no good outside the lane, left side for Ortega. And we have a whistle. Ball out of bounds. Going now to the visitors. Maritza Ortega will inbound it, gets it to the other Ortega. I'm not sure if they're related. Then down the lane and using the glass. I don't know if she called it, but getting the basket, her first of the night, is Dakota Martinez. She's a senior, a guard for Los Fresnos. So it's now 31-25, 6-point lead we have now for the home team. 3:09 remaining, and there's a long one, and that is only the second three-pointer missed on the night for Isabel. And I believe she is, 5 of 7, something like that, from three-point range. So the ball will go out of bounds and will be inbounded by Maritza Ortega. Gets the ball in. Ball was over there for a minute to Jessie Teresa Brisky. She started the game but didn't play that much in the first half. Now the ball out of bounds to the Lady Panthers. And again, no one's pulling away, but Lady Panthers at least trying to keep a little bit of control of this. A basket now would be a big help. Rami Medina has it. Number 24 gets it back out to Madeline Smith, playing with 3 fouls. And a jumper from the low post right side is no good by Morgan Peralez. A little short on that jumper, but again, she's becoming more active, and again, I like what I see, even if she's missing shots. That three-pointer is good that time by Maritza Ortega, and it's down to a 3-point lead. A 3-point lead for the home team. Weslaco up 31-28. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Open shot, got to take that from the baseline, and it's missed by Madeline Smith. Missed a 15-footer. Ball will go out of bounds. At least tonight we haven't seen Madeline take that many shots, but you had to take that one. Too wide open. All right, coming in, Allie Tobar, and she will come in for Jessie Teresa Brisky. We mentioned Brisky, Jessie Teresa, that's all one name. Allie Tobar, by the way, had 5 points in the first half for Los Fresnos. Low post goes the ball now, outside jumper, spins down. Looked like it was going to spin in and out, but got a friendly roll that time. And 2 more points, actually 3 more points for Remy Medina, and she now has 5 on the night. 34-28 is the score. Very clutch basket when you needed it. Teardrop shot in the lane is good. That's by Olivia Pata. She is in double digits scoring tonight, and it's now a 4-point lead for the Lady Panthers, 34-30, approaching the 1 minute mark remaining here in the third quarter. Good crowd here, was here for the boys game, stayed for the girls game, and Morgan Peralez puts up the shot, misses, but she's going to go to the foul line. And on that, it's going to be the 3rd foul against their starting point guard. Olivia Pera has 3 fouls. Right now, Shyla Jones on the bench with 3 fouls. And that free throw is good, 35-30. And as we see that, or after that foul, we see Pata going off. So both the girls with 3 fouls are on the bench right now for the visitors. Morgan hits again. She's having a good third quarter. 36-30 is the score. I believe she's had at least 6 points in this quarter. That may be the difference in trailing and leading what she's done. And tied up, a turnover, I believe, at half court. Nice job there. Double teaming the ball handler, Allie Tobar, by Madeline Smith and Alyssa Delgado. They tied up the ball handler, and the ball will go over on possession. The arrow pointing toward Weslaco. 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and another clutch 3-point shot. Excellent job that time by Rami Medina. So the shooting picking up a little bit for Weslaco, even on the outside. Let's see how the outside shooting goes right now. Not so good for Los Fresnos, but they get the inside shot. Maya Hernandez in the game for the first time. She missed it, but Aline Ortega cleaned it up with an inside shot. Another outside shot. My gosh. What is it, 6 for 8 tonight by Isabel? Oh my gosh. And then on the other side, we see a 3-point shot. So it's crazy going right now. All over the place, they're hitting the shots. 42-35 is the score. We've had 3 quarters of play. Lady Panthers of Weslaco over Los Fresnos Lady Falcons. This is a K-West production.
Before Harlan Block raised the flag over Iwo Jima, he was a student at Weslaco ISD. There he played for the Panthers, won a championship, and learned some of the leadership skills he and 7 other students used while serving in the Marines. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prominent graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For war hero Harlan Block, Weslaco ISD was the right choice.
So nice job right now by Weslaco against Los Fresnos. Of course, they're 1-0 in district. Again, Weslaco 0-1, 32-6A. Weslaco has the ball to begin this quarter. And that time, three-pointer missed, only about the third time tonight that Isabel has missed from three-point range. Hit at least 6 of them. So it's 42-35, opening seconds here of the fourth quarter. Glad you're aboard with us on K-West. Exciting girls action. Griselda Fino always has her team ready. And I'll tell you what, this is no exception. Doesn't matter what season. Ball knocked out of bounds. It still will be possession of the Lady Falcons. There goes the ball and open for a moment. And missing the shot is Los Fresnos. I believe that was their point guard. At the other end, Weslaco has it. Shot put up, no good. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Weslaco. So it will go back to Los Fresnos. Olivia Pata, who missed their last shot, meaning the Los Fresnos team, will bring it up court. And she's met over there by Isabel. Now down low it goes to Ortega. She's double teamed and has Isabel steals the ball. She was being double teamed bound there, and Isabel wound up with it. I think Madeline Smith was also doing the job, trying to give Ortega a hard time. Been some good double teams tonight by Weslaco, but giveth and taketh away. They turn the ball over, and Los Fresnos has it back. 6:30 clock running here in the fourth quarter. No points yet in the fourth quarter. And of course, as soon as I say that, Los Fresnos scores. Their point guard drives to the basket. We're talking about Olivia Pata, averages 13 points a game, same as her number. And that foul is going to be against Madeline Smith. That's her fourth. Played most of the first half with 2 fouls. Got one at the end of the third, or in the beginning of the third, I believe, and now one here in the fourth. 1 foul away, obviously, from fouling out. She's really done a nice job on defense tonight. So you wouldn't want to lose her, especially for her defensive presence. Again, 42-37 is the score. Some discussion here with the officials following that free throw attempt. Now ball's going to go out of bounds to Los Fresnos. Maritza Ortega will inbound the ball. And she gets it to Eileen Ortega. Ball up high right now. Now a drive in the lane. Wild shot put up by Parra, probably trying to draw the foul. Did not happen. And actually, she's going to be called for an offensive foul. And that's going to be her 4th. So she hoped to get a foul, but she got the offensive foul. Her 4th. Team's 5th. 2 team fouls against the Lady Panthers. They bring it up court. 2 minutes gone in the fourth quarter, and they lead by 5. We'll see if Morgan's a big factor again. And this time they get it down low, drop it off, and it is put up and in. Nice job by Alyssa Delgado. Give an assist to Remy Medina. She did a nice job finding her open underneath the basket to get the 2 points. West go up 44-37. 5:33 remaining, clock running. Ball now passed off by Ortega. Ortega gets it back, drives the lane, and she is going to be bumped that time by Isabel. So it'll be a shooting foul. Mañanes gets the foul. That's going to be her 2nd, team's 3rd. First shot, no good. Second attempt coming. for Maritza Ortega, senior guard, one of the starters. Misses both of them, but the other Ortega gets it, and a one-hander shovels it in, and she's fouled. So the one Ortega couldn't do it, the other one could, and that makes it now a 5-point lead for Weslaco, 44-39, with Aline going to the line, and she misses it. So what, 3 straight free throw misses at least, right, for Los Fresnos. We mentioned how free throws were a bit of a problem both ways in the first half. 44-39 it remains. And that shot put up, no good by Peralez, and Ortega gets the rebound. And by the way, that was the 3rd foul against Alyssa Delgado last time down the court. With the ball, the lead with 4 fouls. Olivia Pata. Lady Panthers, they outscored the visitors 13-7 in the first quarter. That time, shot is missed by Pata, and Morgan Peralez comes up with it. At the other end was Isabel fouled. In the second quarter, it was the Lady Falcons outscoring the Lady Panthers 13-11. At the halftime, Lady Panthers led by 4, 24-20. So Isabel will go to the line. She was 1 of 2 free throws shooting in the first half. That shot is good. That foul was against Maritza Ortega, her second. 16 fouls against Los Fresnos. So Lady Panthers in the bonus, and she hits the second free throw. We know for sure now she's got to have over 20 points, and the Lady Panthers lead 46-39. Clock running, 4:20 remaining here in regulation. Steal attempted that time, no good, but Para misses the shot. Again, it was Madeline Smith attempting the steal. She's done a nice job on defense tonight. She has the ball right now, and the ball will now go around the perimeter. And now a couple of shots missed in a row from three-point range by Isabel, but boy, she's been hot doing that tonight, hasn't she? Well, she got like 6 or 7 three-pointers. And there's going to be a foul. Under 4 minutes remaining, halfway through the fourth quarter, 7-point lead. And we've got Alyssa going to the line, Delgado. That foul against Aline Ortega. Her second, team 7th. Free throw is good. 47-39 is the score. She'll get ready for the second shot. Bounces the ball. It's up, and it's good. 48-39, a 9-point lead. Got to be one of the biggest or bigger Panthers leads of the night. I'm not sure what their biggest one has been, but good to have it at this point in the game. And when we talk about how they're getting a big lead, right away, Alex Lucio calls timeout. So timeout on the court with 3:49 remaining, and the score is 48-39. And again, Los Fresnos, they will have their next game on Friday night. They will go to Brownsville, and they will take on Hannah. That'll be at 7:30 if you are a Los Fresnos fan. And again, Lady Panthers, they will, of course, be getting back into action. By the way, the boys, they'll be in action Friday. They'll have their first district game at 6 o'clock at Rivera. So they'll be in Brownsville on Friday, the boys. As far as the girls, we'll see if we can get their schedule up in time. If not, we'll try to get to it later. But they will have a game coming up, another district game, and that is going to be on Friday, and they also will be at Rivera for a 7:30 game. So the next girls game, next district game, will be Friday, and again, next Tuesday they'll be in Brownsville against Hannah. Their next home game will be against San Benito on the 20th at 7:30. That'll be a Friday game. So the next home game for the Lady Panthers, 7:30 on Friday the 20th against San Benito. Back to action here. Clock running. 3:44. Fourth quarter. Lady Panthers lead 48-39. Ball goes over them, turned over. And down the court. Here comes the team. Slowing it down. We'll see if they're going to work some clock or not. Now, obviously, there's only so many possessions left in the game, but you got to take that one. Wide open three-pointer from the right wing. And it was all net, all money that time for Remy Medina. So it's now a double-digit lead for the first time. This I am sure. 50-39. Lady Panthers lead, and now things a little bit falling apart for Los Fresnos as they turn it over. And guess what? In the lane, put up again, but this time off the front of the rim by Medina. And back up court comes Los Fresnos. Misses the first shot. I believe it was Para, and then I think Ortega took a shot and got fouled maybe, or did it go out of bounds? Went out of bounds. So it is going to be Maritza Ortega inbounding it. And quickly the shot is going to be put up and missed. Size mismatch. Silo Jones with her 6-foot frame got the ball over her opponent. And that was Alyssa Delgado, the forward. Again, Jones, taller young lady, and drew the foul, but misses the free throw. Another one coming up. She's been on the bench quite a bit second half with 4 fouls. Second shot goes up. It spins in this time. So it's 50-40, 10-point lead for Weslaco. 2:48 clock running here in the fourth quarter. Weslaco trying to even up their district record at 1-1. Los Fresnos, if they lose, they'll fall to 1-1. A lot of fans here tonight for both the boys and girls games. We appreciate everyone supporting Weslaco Panther sports. Down to 2:20. Inside, streaking down the baseline, but having it blocked. I believe Shiloh Jones blocked the initial shot by Alyssa Delgado, but then cleaning it up was Medina, but they leave a player wide open at the other end. That's Shiloh Jones. She misses a shot, takes another shot, misses it, and finally coming down with the rebound is guess who? Morgan Peralez. Now she'll give it to Medina, and Medina's going to slow it down. Los Fresnos need to press a little more on defense as we have under 2 minutes left in the game. Medina has it. Down low, she finds Morgan Peralez open, gets it to her, and she puts it in. Nice assist, nice teamwork, nice score if you're a Panthers fan. Biggest lead of the night, 54-40, under 90 seconds remaining in this game. Para, the point guard, puts it up, and it gets stuck between the rim and the basket. And there's actually a word for that. And every time I see it, I say to myself, I need to find out what that word is again. I used to know it. And actually, I think there's a group that tries to get videos. So Vinnie Barry, you might be hearing from somebody wanting a video of that basketball stuck between the rim and the basket. All right, it's 50-40. Ball will go over to Weslaco. Remember, the shot was taken by Los Fresnos, and in that kind of situation, when the ball gets stuck, it'll go over to the other team. Minute 14 remaining. Weslaco just trying to get out of here. No injuries, nothing bad happening. Gets the ball down. Morgan Peralez has it, and she has the size mismatch against Martina Ortega. Will go up for the ball. Ortega prevents her from getting the basket, but does foul her. So Morgan will go to the line, and that is the third foul against Ortega, 8th team foul. Weslaco is 5. Morgan puts the first shot up, no good. Minute 2 remaining here in regulation. All right, if Brownsville loses, they'll drop overall 21-6. Lady Panthers will improve to 23-6. Second shot also no good. Para with the rebound. But the main thing is, and that shot is up and in that time by Maritza Ortega. The main thing is, though, both teams, of course, district teams, will both be 1-1 in conference, and that's good news if you're a Weslaco fan. Morgan's triple-teamed, but gets it out to Medina at half court. Now ball being passed around, and there is a whistle. Andrea Arredondo in the game. Remember, she was in, I think, what was it, in the second quarter maybe, got 2 quick fouls. But she's back in here late in the game. 54-42 is the score. 38.1 seconds remaining. So Lady Panthers looking to try to get this win for their coach and make all the fans happy here tonight and get the weekend off to a good start. Again, just 14 seconds remaining. I do want to thank my crew tonight, doing the streaming, doing the producing tonight. Adrian De Leon, of course, always enjoy working with him. I've worked with him in softball and also football. And then the man with the plan always when it comes to video, our videographer, Vinny Barry. He's been providing all the excellent video we've seen tonight, all the excellent shots of the action. Appreciate both their work. Everybody over there at K-West, Mike Palacios, Carlos Robledo, and all the staff. Enjoy the opportunity to work tonight. Double teamed right now, and we are going to have a jump ball. Madeline Smith double teamed down there. Among those honored defensively, Maritza Ortega. And I guess there will be one final time out here at least, with 28 seconds remaining. I think the main thing tonight, you got to say, is that the team rebounded from a very discouraging second half against Harlingen. All right, you get outscored 32-10. The paper, by the way, thanks for Henry Miller. Had lunch with him today. Thanks to the Monitor for doing so much coverage of Weslaco sports. They covered that game, and maybe Weslaco wish they hadn't, after the girls, because they lost. But in all seriousness, you know, everybody saw in that paper that they were outscored, was it 32-10 in the second half, whatever it was. And, you know, that's not something you want everyone to see. So you're going to be fired up, ready to go, you hope, and they were. And they were. Coach Fino had them ready, and they came out from the start to get after it. I don't think they ever trailed. I think the closest later on in the game was maybe 2 points, second or third quarter. But that was it. The Weslaco times, you know, they let them get back in a little bit, but they turned it up when they had to. Just trying to run out the clock here. 8 seconds remaining. I'm not sure if there'll be any more fouls. Weslaco won't take a shot, and clock will run out here in a moment. So the final score is going to be the Lady Panthers of Weslaco here at home over the Lady Falcons of Los Fresnos, 54-42, an 8-point victory. Both teams now 1-1 in 32-6A action. And again, a healthy night for them. And again, we were glad to see that. And, you know, let's hope things continue well for the Lady Panthers as the season goes on. And of course, we hate to see it, by the way, Alyssa Vasquez out. I guess she has a torn ACL. She was averaging 70 points earlier this season. I did want to put a shout out to her. We hope you get well real soon. So that's going to do it tonight from Weslaco. I want to thank everybody who tuned in, and make sure you follow Weslaco Sports all during the season. This is a K-West production.